Back at it again. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, comment, email on all social media platforms. The first question today is, we want to talk about the protest and a lot of things that's going on today. So share your thoughts with us. Let us know what you think. And I think I'm going to go first on this first question. Now I'm going to read to you. I'm trying to be loud and clear. What are your thoughts on the ongoing protests? Why do you feel George Floyd's murder was the last straw? Now what I feel about in this protest is that I understand what's going on wholeheartedly. I understand what's going on. I feel like what's going on is needed because we need to wake people up. We need to wake people up. That's the number one thing we need to do. We need to get everybody's attention. But it's a way you get everybody's attention. And on a broader scale, we already labeled as animals to a lot of people. We looked at different from different countries and other ethnicities. So I'm with whatever they doing. You know, I stand behind the people wholeheartedly, but at some point we need to come up with a strategic plan about what's going on. And by plan, and we talking about the march with Martin Luther King, they had plans. Like a lot of knocking on the doors, getting people on board of why we doing the march pretty much. But this right here is more like chaotic. Like, okay, we're gonna do this thing, we're gonna get people noticed, we're gonna tear businesses up. I'm for that. And what I wanna say is, you know, on different point of views, we can be looked at as, okay, damn, this is why we need slavery laws intact. Because look what's going on. Look what's going on. Not understanding the people that's saying that, not understanding why those people or why we acting the way we act. Because at some point, you know, people just get tired of what's going on. And just going forward, I feel like we need to have a strategic plan going forward because all the buildings that are being burnt down can be replaced with insurance policies. Going forward, like I said, we just need to have a good plan intact. So now, and another thing to me, I feel like how we can get, my plan is, to me, a plan is we should hit these people in their pockets.
I mean, but that's what they're doing though. A lot of it, I mean, to cut you off, a lot of it is when you're angry, fed up, when you're depressed, have been oppressed, like, man, you just want to tear something up. And I understand as far as not tearing up the buildings and all that. You want to take your frustrations out on something because this is happening time after time after time after time after time. And man, Alexis talked about this. When you're angry, man, and I don't know if you ever been. I'm pretty sure you've been to that damn point. I'm pretty sure you have been to that point.
Yeah, everybody has.
And that's what's going on right now. Not saying what they're doing is right. Not saying what they're doing is wrong. Because a lot of it I agree with. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of it I fucking agree with, and a lot of it I don't too. But me personally, with it, I think them damn officers got to pay first. They got to pay first, man. And I think, like I was telling Alexis, if Minneapolis go ahead and charge those other three guys, it will cease. But when you're not doing that, that's what it actually started from. The protest actually started from in Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's what Stephen Jackson, that's what they asked of the Minnesota DA.
Yeah.
Look, arrest these guys, we good. That's our bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we came for.
Yeah.
We came for this bottom line, right? But you got it going on all over the country. You know what I mean? And people feel as though, like, I'm tired. This is the last straw. You know what I mean? Because, and people probably feel this the last straw because it's going on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
When is it going to stop?
When the politics
When is it going to hit? That's what I'm saying. That's when it's going to actually stop. But people are thinking, shit, when it going to hit my door? Because it happened everywhere. You don't know when it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know when it's going to hit your door or somebody in your family, whether it's your husband, whether it's your son, whether it's your cousin, whether it's your uncle. We don't know when it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Because all black men, because I live in Atlanta. And Friday night when all that broke out, I was supposed to go out to a hookah lounge to meet one of my cousins. I stayed my ass in the house. Not because I'm scared, because I understand these folks will try anything, will do anything, because when they are fed up, they gonna do any damn thing. And if they get one of us and hurt one of us, then what? Yeah. You know what I mean? This is what you're getting when people are at their wits' end with what's going on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you killing people and getting away with it. If me and you in a car together, Glaze, and I shoot somebody, you going to prison just like I am. Or you going to be arrested and charged just like I am. Yeah. But you got 3 other cops that was there. They are the only people that can murder somebody and the rest of the people don't be charged for it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's sad. But that goes back to laws too. You know what I mean? So all of it tie-ins, man. All of it tie in, all of it play a part in it. And like a lot of it, man, you got a lot of people that's looting and stealing. But you got a lot of people that's out there for the right reasons. You got a lot of people that's out there for the wrong reasons, that's of a different race. Because a lot of them are starting, antagonizing, throwing the rocks, breaking up buildings, and busting windows. And it's documented. It's been shown all weekend that it's the Caucasian people, but we are the ones being blamed for it. Mm. We the ones being blamed for it. Because that's the media. Yeah. That's the narrative that they want to show you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They want to show you that we are animals. Word. This is y'all. This is what y'all do. But like I said, in Los Angeles, a couple cops got shot. One got shot, one got killed. That ain't something that they want to show us. That's not the narrative they want to show people. Mm-hmm. Because that shows people that people are fighting back. And I'm not condoning telling nobody to go out and do nothing dumb. My thoughts are my thoughts. My feelings are my feelings. What I would do with certain situations, everybody else may not. Everybody may not be willing to fall on that sword for their child or for the greater good of everybody. Yeah. But I would if it was come down to it. Like, because I can't stand to lose my son to no shit like this, man. That's just being honest. I can't stand to lose my son to this. Then it's a possibility that this man gonna walk away when I know that the system is different if he's been killed by somebody else. But if he's being killed by a policeman, shit, it's over a 90% chance that this policeman is gonna walk.
But I wouldn't want my son to be killed by no violence.
I mean, but that's understood, Glaze. But we talking about hypothetically. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. If he's out, that's why I tell him, man, if you out, do everything you're supposed to do. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's the way he's taught. That's the way he's raised. That's the way I was raised. Yeah. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That de-escalates situations there. when you tell somebody yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? But you just have people that have it on their chest.
Like, hey.
And they're going to get it off.
You can show me all the mannerisms you want to, but hey.
This just what I'm
You just
on.
in the wrong place,
this is what I'm on. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah,
but you have those situations, but I totally understand that, but that's just the way we're taught.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way I was raised. That's the way he's being raised. You know what I mean? But once you hit that threshold, and it's like a volcano, man.
Yeah.
Once it's happening. And then once it hit that last straw, she gonna be like a volcano and it's gonna explode, bro.
She got facts.
She got a lot.
I do. I'm not saying that people who are out and they're protesting are wrong if they know what they're protesting for. You know, if you go back in history, you go look at why people protested. They protested because they wanted something to happen. It was an end result that they were trying to get to.
The plan.
Correct. And it wasn't just, okay, well, we don't like how stuff is in Selma, so we're going to go tear stuff up over here in Birmingham, and then we're going to go tear stuff up over here in Mobile because we don't like what's going on in Set. We didn't do that. It was a plan. We knew if we came together, there was strength in numbers, so therefore we're going to all stick to this plan and say, okay, we want to be able to do X, Y, and Z, so what we're going to do is, this is our way of thinking. We're going to march from Selma to the Capitol steps of Montgomery because we want to see this happen. We have a plan. We're going to execute the plan. We're going to get to where we said we were going to go and then see what happens. Because now they're going to pay attention. We're going to get them to listen to us now. We're not going to stop at Chris's Hot Dogs and throw bricks through their windows because they're a white-owned restaurant. We're not going to do that. We're mad, but you ain't do that. Yeah. So we're going to go take that fight with who we need to take the fight for. And that's the only thing that I dislike is that, you know, you're vandalizing all these businesses and like you were saying, painting us to be animals or, you know, to be these people that we're not. Like, why is there not any organization? Like, get together, understand if your issue is with the lawmakers, that's where you need to go.
Yeah.
Not Target. I understand why you said they were looking for milk because they were all that stuff.
But let me ask you this.
But
okay, you say it's with the lawmakers, right? Mm-hmm. Just take.
They don't live at Target.
No. They ain't got, I totally understand that.
Right.
Okay, you said that lawmakers.
Mm-hmm. If that's where the issue is,
that's what I'm saying. But that's who it's actually the bottom line with because laws have to be changed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In order
legislation.
For them to be held accountable just like any other person is held accountable. Mm-hmm. What's the likelihood of any one of us that's walking in having a platform that they're going to listen to us?
That's why you get this strength in them
numbers.
They see people at their door, counting their door with all these people behind them. Somebody got to listen to somebody because we don't want it to become a riot up in here.
But you know, the United States is a capitalism country. So that's how you get all your questions answered. We get, like you said, a petition. And we let all our people know. Or just is people that want to be a part of this know, hey, if you want change as people, and we're not just saying black folks, we're saying human, just human life in general. If you want change, let's do our petition. And what we'll do is, we're going to hit them in their pockets. When you hit people in their pockets, guess what? You got to stop behind. The more we buy Gucci, Chanel, and Balenciagas, and going into Target, and whatever business you like to shop at, you're giving them people more power, more power, more power. So we got to find a way to take that power away. And by taking that power away, it's hit them in their pockets. But we have to have a strategic plan that everybody is on board with.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And as far as George Floyd, I don't feel that he was the last straw. I think the last straw has been a couple of murders ago. You know what I'm saying? I think this is just a monkey see, monkey do situation. And when I say that, it's because the media is putting this stuff out there. Okay, I understand why they're rioting or they're protesting where this happened, but then you go over here, states over, we had a situation in our very own city. You didn't see Montgomery, Alabama. And you didn't see any of this going on when we had this same situation now. Mm-hmm. Somebody died at the hands of a police officer. Justice has been served, and he's been sentenced to 14 years, but he has.
he was sentenced to 10, which they gave him a pill bond. He at home right now, smoking cigars, drinking corn liquor, and being able to do everything that you and I are doing.
But was he not sentenced to 14 years?
But he's at home right now.
We're gonna do that on another episode. Let me get to the point. Like, okay. Y'all ain't gonna do that one.
I'm just saying. He a cop.
So you left off on George Floyd's not the last straw.
I don't feel that was it. I think a lot of people now, because like you said, it's for some people they're doing it for the wrong reasons. I think when you're running in getting comforter sets and pillows, what you doing that for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That defeats the purpose. Like if you're doing this and saying you're doing it because you want to see these other officers arrested, Target ain't gonna get that done. Comforter sets and pillows and detergent, that's not gonna get that done.
Yeah.
So my thing is pack up, go on the front line, travel, go there, and you go to these lawmakers' offices or wherever you need to go. You go stand in line with those people, strengthen numbers. But you're doing it here, there, everywhere just to do it because you're saying you're doing it and you're going and tearing up businesses, which you don't know the people who businesses that you're tearing up could be in support of the same cause that you're fighting for. You never know. But you just mad. But I would be mad as well if I feel the way I feel, my personal feelings are my personal feelings, and I have a business and you go tell my business because you mad? That's okay? That's not okay for me. I may feel the same way you feel. But you got to channel that anger and that energy and put it somewhere where it can actually have some change. Because if you don't sit up here and you go before the people who can actually make change, tearing up businesses are not going to make change. The only change it's going to bring about is going to be a life or death situation. And I guarantee you that. That's something that's going to change.
We already did.
But why?
What you mean? Because of what has happened. All of the murders by the hands of police officers. We already there. And
no, I'm talking about more people going to end up getting killed if they don't stop.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Why do you think they would arrest hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people this entire weekend instead of going and arresting those 3 cops?
What are 3 cops at?
They're at home.
We have laws. That's what I'm. If everybody understood, this country is built on laws. You know what I'm saying? Breaking it, all this stuff that they're doing, vandalism. These are laws.
No. I totally understand.
So that's why they're being arrested. Disorderly conduct.
Okay,
that's why they're being arrested. There's an investigation that has to be done on these other officers. It always happens. You ever see when stuff? I'm just being real. When stuff like that happens, what do they say? It's under further investigation, but they're placed on administrative leave, paid leave, at that, right or wrong. That's normally that's what you get in the news when it happens. Let's be real. Yes. And the investigation happens. We don't know the outcome of the investigation at this point. We just see what's going on in the media right now. You have to let the process take its course. You breaking in buildings and burning buildings up is not gonna make the process go any faster. But you're gonna get a lot more people that's gonna be locked up in the process, if not killed. That's what I'm saying. Let it take its course. And then if you want to be mad and you don't get the outcome that you wanted, that's when you go to the next step. But right now, I think all of this is premature. I understand you mad, but tearing up businesses and doing the things that they're doing is not going to evoke any type of change right now. And the change that they're going to get is going to be negative. Somebody's mama is going to be planning a funeral next Saturday for their child.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that's true. That's 100% true. But it's not done if anything else happened with anything else. They just going to arresting you. It's no administrative leave. It's no investigation. It's none of that shit there.
Yeah.
And I'm being, because I'm one of them that can attest to that. It ain't no damn administrative leave. Ain't no, we gonna do no investigation. You are arrested and you're charged, and it's up to you to fight that.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying is, you see the video, right? Mm-hmm. One man is on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Mm-hmm. You have another man with his knee in his back. You have another man, a knee in his legs, on his legs. You got another guy, another officer, standing up, threatening everybody that's standing around. Yeah. That's accessory. Uh-huh. Why not charge them too?
Who
and allow them.
Be charged?
No. They haven't been charged yet.
But charges aren't always made overnight. Right now, you're creating another situation that has to be handled. We can't focus on this because we got to make sure y'all don't burn the city down. They done burnt up the police department, right? Where they gonna work at? Now they gotta go find somewhere else to work. So that goes from one situation to another situation. You get what I'm saying?
So pretty much what you're saying is we prolonging
the process for. I feel like if justice is gonna be served, you gotta let these people get in there and do what they gotta do. Yeah. But if you prolonging the situation by creating other distractions to the bigger situation, how you gonna get there?
Yeah.
Let these folks get to do what they gotta do, and then if you don't like that, then you go feel how you wanna feel. Then you be mad. You saying arrest them. They're not gonna arrest them until they feel like they did a investigation, because it has to be right on both ends.
Yeah.
For the person that's gonna be arrested and for the public as well. You get what I'm saying? It has to be fair around the board.
And
so they gotta do that. I said fair. It has to. For the books, it got to be done the correct way.
Okay, so why would they arrest the guy that's on his neck then and not the guy that's on his back?
That's black and white. You
Okay.
get what I'm saying? That's black and white. He is the one who had his knee. You're saying accessory.
To the man that have his knee in his back and the man that have his knee on his legs, they are the same people.
This man in the back.
So what you're saying, Lo, is the same thing you explained earlier when you shoot somebody and kill somebody. The person that didn't shoot someone is accessory to the crime as well.
Yeah.
So that's what you're saying.
But
you feel like
that's black and
the
white.
other officers that was around that know that the knee into the back of the neck wasn't protocol as an officer should be charged, because if you're not, we don't know who was the head officer at the time.
Exactly.
We don't know who. But we all know that officers have protocols that they have to follow during arrest. So with that being said, with him having his knee in the back of somebody's neck that's being video recorded by 10 or more people, and for you to still have your knee in the back of somebody's neck, and you know it's not protocol, and you comfortable with showing everybody on film,
and you have two
that
more guys.
this I can do this, and officers like, I spoke to you last night about the little experiment that I spoke to you about on Netflix.
Yeah.
The prison experiment.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fast forward throughout the experiment. I forgot what it's called, but at the end, the professor, the guys, the students that was prison guards told the professor that was doing the experiment that they felt entitled. They felt like a guard. They felt like what they was watching on TV, like, hey, I can strong arm the prisoners.
Yeah.
They felt empowered. When they put on a uniform, they felt like they had power.
They felt that superiority. I mean, they felt superior to people like. I gave you a story last night about the guy that I had when I was incarcerated. Like, you know, good and T-well, like, if the playing field was even, you wouldn't open your mouth to me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And me and the officer had a run in, and while I was in prison, he tried to take some stuff from me that I had a receipt for. And of course, you know, he had words, and he told me he'll slap the shit at me and all that. No, you ain't gonna slap me, not no man. Nah, bro. You ain't gonna slap me. Mm-hmm. Period. And no, I can't say what you won't do.
Yeah.
But I know my reaction gonna be totally different. You can't do something to somebody and then try to control their reaction. You can't hit me and then be like, nah, man, you can't hit me back there. I tell you what, you just punch me on my shoulder. Huh? Hell no. I'm finna do everything that I feel in my power that I'm gonna be satisfied with at the end. You know what I mean? And I ended up running to this officer once I was released. He was with the same officer that he was acting up in front of, the one that was trying to calm him. And I ran into him at a bar here. And I asked him, hey man, do you remember me? No, I don't remember you. So, one of the officers, he drinking and he was feeling good. Oh, you remember who that man is, scary ass nigga? That was the man told him. And I just politely, man, you remember? And I gave him the little situation.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I was just doing my job. So your job was to disrespect me come wake me up out my bed because of something you found somewhere else that had a receipt with my name on it, and to tell me you gonna slap me, that you were gonna take my property. So that's within your job.
Mm-hmm.
But he got mad when the lieutenant came and told him the proper protocol. Leave this man alone. Let this man go back to bed. Tell you what, you know you ain't supposed to take this and take it over there to your bed. You know what I mean? But you have those situations like officers. A lot of them, man. I ain't gonna say some. Well, I say some because you still have some that do their job, that have integrity. You know what I'm saying? They have great character.
Of course.
You have those.
Yeah.
And I know some personally.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But you have some that when they put it on, they already have those bad intentions.
Mm-hmm.
And they know if I have that badge on, I'm protected by something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what is going on today. I'm not saying all cops are bad cops. That ain't what we're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all the people that's been out there are for the right reasons.
Yeah.
We know a lot of them not. But at the same time, when you're fed up and you're angry, we all do bad things. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all do bad things. To say it's right, to say it's wrong.
And then also too, it's on subject, but also it's coming from people too that has opinion of other races as well. It's like, well, I understand what's going on and it's wrong, but why do y'all kill yourself more? Why do you guys kill yourself more? And I understand their point. In order for us to move forward as people, man, we gotta respect each other first.
Value our own lives.
That's true.
And once we start to do that, man, we become strength in numbers.
True.
Because now, I mean, we're more like loose cannons now. And the more we show ourselves as loose cannons, I think we won't get the respect that we need. But when we talking about back then, the results were we got respect because we had leadership. And it was one chief and a bunch of Indians. Now, it's just a lot of chiefs. Everybody got a voice. So now, I feel like going forward, man, we need to respect ourselves. We need to get on board with these senseless murderers, man. Like, continually, we read the newspaper, it's senseless.
Every day.
Senseless. And the officers are saying that. The officers are saying that as well.
I mean, but that's true, you Glass, man. You know, but that's a whole nother, like, we got hours and hours we can talk about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It all ties together though, because my thing is that how can you be so upset about losing one life when I sit here in this city, Montgomery, Alabama, and I see we may lose 8 in a week? I'm mad at that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very mad. We don't value ourselves enough to say, let me go get this riot started in my community, because we need to love each other a little bit more. We need to stop killing each other every single day. That's the problem for me as well. It's not cute, nor is it sharp to sit up here and have fish fry after fish fry, confident mama after mama, GoFundMe after GoFundMe, to lay us in the ground at the hands of us. That's a problem. Yeah. So if we don't value our own lives, when do Black Lives matter? They should matter all the time, regardless of how we lose them. Not just when it's at the hand of a police officer or a Caucasian person.
Yeah.
It should matter when it's at our own hands as well. Like, we have to care more about us. It starts with us, because we're not united. To be all together, to be as one, to move forward, strengthening in numbers when we ain't together, like you said. That ain't how that's gonna work. But that's another episode.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that. Like, with the black on black crime.
Yeah.
But that ain't what is being talked about with this George Floyd situation. You know what I mean? And what I'm saying is that's something that needs to be brought to the forefront and not always in the, like you're saying, it's in the back of the bus. That's thrown or swept under the rug.
Yeah.
It's something that needs to be brought to the forefront. But what's at hand right now is this situation. I'm not saying one is greater than the other. Because a murder is a murder.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that. But what's at hand right now is the police brutality.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And like I said, the media controls a lot of it. The media controls a lot of it. Right? And that goes to question number 2. Why do you feel they are hesitating to arrest the officers involved, and why the good cops not intervening or holding their colleagues accountable?
I can start off with that. Why do you feel like they are hesitating? I mean, it's just to pick it back off what Alexis said. They hesitate because of the chaos of what's going on. I mean, I can honestly say that because it's so many. If the system can't really, we already have a shortage of officers, as they say. So if the system take the people, or take some of the people off the street, meaning the officers off the street, just to tend to this matter at hand, that's a lot of stuff can happen. There's a lot more stuff can happen. We talking about lootering and this right here is going to burn the building. There's a lot more stuff can happen. They already burned the police station down. The courthouse might be next.
But you don't think that was orchestrated? By them burning the police station down? You think if the police stood out in front, okay, if they could go to this guy's house and have 120 guys, 120 officers standing around on post to protect him, protect one guy, you think they couldn't have done that with the people so they wouldn't burn the police station? So what's more important, protecting him or protecting the police precinct?
I think protecting the life is more important because you can't get that back.
How many lives are inside this police precinct?
I understand, but I'm saying, you said the police station, I'm quite sure the police station don't have anybody in there at the time because they didn't say anything about anybody got killed in the police station.
That's what now you see what I'm saying.
Because I'm looking at it like how you just explain it. Then
it just can't
if they're
run
not
over
in
a
the
police station.
I mean, the police station is protecting the guy. Then they probably out there at the house.
How you gonna run over an entire police station?
Yeah.
If it's not orchestrated, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. Glaze, ain't no way you finna go in front of no police station and riot, throw rocks and all this. If they, come on, man.
You seen houses be burned back in the day. It ain't take 1,000 people to go over there to do that. You throw the right kind of something through a window and boom, there it is. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think it took orchestrating to get that done if that's what they wanted to do. And if they know, like you knew, it's 120 of the police officers at this man's house, then who's at the station? You see what I'm saying? So that could, anybody who got a little bit of common sense could say, well, if they all over here, who over there? And if I'm mad at these people, this their house, I just took my anger over here. I can't get to him, so I'm gonna go get you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you leave the rioters, and so you would leave the rioters in the street if they are looters and people that's rioting. You'll leave them in the street. Leave your police precinct unprotected with nobody in it, and go over here to protect one officer. What logic is that?
I'm just going off of the numbers that you gave. So
that's what it is.
I wouldn't leave either though.
Like they say, it was 30 at first.
I definitely get your point.
My son said, the rapper, it was 30 at first, and all of a sudden, it was 80 to 90 more came.
Yeah.
They didn't know where they came from. They stood around this man's house.
Yeah.
Okay, but this was at night. They was already in the street protesting. So y'all would leave a precinct unguarded with nobody in it. We don't, if they had desk clerks, they are still police officers.
Yeah.
Man, it was staged, man. I really, really believe that, bro.
But then I know, so I'm looking at it too, is like, they feel like they can build, the precinct can be rebuilt.
It can be built. That's what I'm saying. Like, police automatically know that. Like in Birmingham yesterday.
But then, and I also too, let me say this before you get to the point. If we were to go and kill him, what's the next step? It's a race war. So do we want that right now?
Do we care more about this life that could turn into something else or this building?
Because on the outside looking in, if the looters go to this man's house, burn it down, and actually kill him.
I totally understand all that, man. But we being killed anyway, man.
Yeah,
When the fuck we gonna stand up?
But do we need that though?
No, you don't need it. But what I'm saying is, when you being killed, man, at this rate, bro, you just had this shit in the last couple months. You done had 3 people.
Yeah, no life is greater than that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many homicides we had in the
That ain't we're not talking about the
Because y'all don't
homicides.
care about the
No, that's a total different situation.
It ain't. It's a death. They go to the same people that they gonna send this man body to. He gonna have to be embalmed like anybody else. He gonna go 6 feet under. He gonna go to ashes and dust to dust. Either way, the outcome is the same. I'm just trying to understand why everybody is so mad about this one situation, because what happens is you just had one in Georgia, right? Mm-hmm. When you got what you wanted, what everybody do? They would have sat down because it was okay. That's the time when you fight. You want to see change. You didn't like the way this took place. That's when you go knock on the people, whoever's making the decisions, doors, and say, well, you know what? We need to get some laws in place to prevent things like this. I don't think we should be able to do citizens arrest because it turned left in this situation. You get what I'm saying? That's when you fight. You don't sit down and you wait until the next situation and then you get big mad. You should have been mad from the last situation. That's when you should have been upset, and that's when you pick up and you go fight. You fight with this. That's what you fight with.
That ain't what
when you know better.
Not always.
But when you go lay down because you feel like it's a win in the books, and then here we go again a week or 2 later, here we go again. But in those 2 weeks, what could you have gotten accomplished that you did it because you felt like you had a win to set yourself up for another?
What win they had? What win they felt like they
wanted to get these other people arrested who were a part. The cameraman, he was arrested.
But
they got the son and the father.
They didn't arrest the father and the son until
10 weeks later.
Till 10 weeks later, when the media called.
When the media
that's when it started
exactly, because when you brought attention to the situation, that's when people got like, we didn't even know what happened until it came into the media's eye, right?
Yeah.
So when it became a thing and light was shed on it, that's when you saw justice served. But somebody had to be knocking at some doors to figure out, hey, we need to go get these people. I saw the lawyer talking. He wanted these people arrested. But
okay, the lawyer wanted them arrested. Why did it take them 10 weeks to arrest them though?
You can't just wake up and say, you know what, gonna go arrest this guy today. That's not how it works.
Shit, they do us like that.
When you're doing they have to investigate. They're going after something. Do you know where the video came from?
It came from the guy that was a part of it.
Exactly.
They hunted him.
Exactly. So when they got the video, they have to figure out where did this come from. This person may be involved as well. And that's how
it don't take no 10 weeks when you arresting.
It didn't start.
Ray and Pookie. It don't take no 10 weeks to arrest Ray and Pookie.
You can't start it. They wanted the 10 weeks because we didn't know it. They wanted the 10 weeks. Did we know? We didn't find out until the tail end.
That's when the media caught it. But I'm sure
when
that county knew about it when it happened.
They told his mama and them something else. The lady that got on every media outlet and said it herself. They didn't tell me that. They said my son was involved in a breaking and entering situation. The citizen's arrest took place. She went with that because that's what she was told. But when that video surfaced, that's when light was shed that ain't what happened. And when that happened, may have been. I'm not saying they didn't. But they didn't know the truth until the truth presented itself in the video that was leaked or put out. However, when the video came out, when they got that video, that's when they said, you know what, A and B don't go together. Something ain't right. When they figured that out, that's when they can go and do what they had to do to put these folks behind bars.
Okay, but you got this video of George Floyd, A and B, C and D put together already for this one.
Correct, but guess what? Even though when they had that video, they still ain't go out the next day and say, you know what, I'm arresting y'all. They had to do an investigation. And at the end of the investigation, are those men not behind bars? Did they not get arrested? It's a process. That's all I'm saying. It's a process.
Everything is not a process. It's a process for them, but it's not a process for us. So tell me, how is that fucking equal? We asking for equal. But you saying this right here, so evidently, what's good for the goose ain't good for the goddamn gander then.
But you sitting up here talking about people can't be arrested when people, it's their job to protect and serve. That's the oath that law enforcement takes, to protect and serve. So if you tell me you go out here and you shoot 10 across the street, they ain't supposed to arrest you. They supposed to do an investigation when they saw you do it, or they know you did it. They got called to the scene and there's witnesses that saying that you did. You talking about a situation that's involving law enforcement. Everything that's pertaining to them. I don't care what it is. Something small. If it's somebody on a scene and they had nothing to do with a murder, with somebody who was shooting at the office, they still have to investigate it.
They still have to investigate it.
That's just how
But they
it
gonna
is.
arrest them until they prove that they had something to do with it or not. Even with these officers, you have video. It's not like it's he say, she say. You have clear video. You got this man fluids on the goddamn ground, so that tells you he's dead, and you steady on this man's neck, back, and legs.
Correct. And the man that put his knee on his neck is in custody.
Why not the other two? Why not the other
Because they
two?
have to do an investigation. Because I'm gonna say it like this: I'm not taking up for nobody because I'm not gonna sit here and say that I agree with whatever. But if I'm down here, I think I'm in a situation. You got to put yourself in the heat of that moment. You weren't there, so you don't know. You don't know what's going on. This man right here confused.
I ain't taking up for no damn police. That's wrong though either now.
He's sitting up here looking at these folks. Get off up. Da, 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 da. This man right here is the man that's actually doing it. He watching from here to here. He don't know what he righteously in the dark. He wrong because he could have stepped in. But at the same time, he trying to figure out what's going on. The man in the back that you say got the legs, how you know if he wasn't facing the back part like towards his feet? How you know he see him on this man's neck? He probably think he detaining him or trying to restrain this man.
How you detain him in his arms already?
I
behind
don't
his
know.
back.
I
His
was
arm
not
was
there.
behind his back when
So
they
why
whacked
he
him
on the
across the
leg?
street.
We don't know all this stuff.
Alexis,
They have to
listen
do
to me,
it.
baby. Listen to me, Alexis. They got him across the street. They put his hand behind his back. They walked him across the street. The man asked him, "You think you tough, huh?" How? I'm complying to everything you're asking. You get me on the
The
ground.
man asked him, "You think you tough, huh?"
The policeman.
The
They
one who
got
put
his
his
knee on his back his
Okay,
neck.
let's hold it. Okay, go ahead. That man asked
So-
him that. So, from like we said, some people come with that energy
Alexis,
that
hold on,
day.
hold on. Alexis.
I want it today.
Alexis.
There's
Okay,
some
true.
people.
Alexis, listen. I feel as though you're defensive because you work for.
That ain't got nothing to do
No,
with
no,
it.
no,
I'm
no,
what's right. I sit up here and told
This
you
is
right.
right, Alexis. All
I'm
you got
not
to do.
saying, and I've said
If
several
it was
times, I
someone
don't feel
close
that
to
they
you,
should be held. It does
you
not
would
change.
have the same. Okay, you wouldn't want just that one person
Yeah.
arrested. You wouldn't want just that one person.
If that one
unless
person,
all the rest
I
of
don't
them have
feel
something
that
to do with it.
you feel that they should have done something.
No. Yes,
They
they
should
should have.
have intervened.
They should have
Right.
intervened. But how can you intervene when you are taking part?
And if they do the investigation and they come out and say, "Oh, you know what, rioters and protesters, we agree with you. We do feel like they took part in this, so we're gonna arrest them." Then you get what you
I
want.
think both of you guys got valuable points. And what Lo is saying is, everybody got to go through the guidelines of law. Why law isn't the same with civilians as it is with officers?
They're in the line of duty. Whatever they're doing, they're gonna sit up here and first say it was justified because I was doing my job, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like if you're working on your job and something goes left, aren't they gonna do an investigation on you and then fire you if they see fit to fire you?
They should, but we at an act right now. They can fire us and not give us any explanation.
That's what we're in the at with. I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
with law enforcement,
Okay, let me ask you
with
this.
law enforcement, they have to do investigations. You
Okay,
see what
let me
I'm
ask you
saying?
this right here. Situation happened Saturday night. 2 college students ran down the street in Atlanta. They come into a group of police officers. Atlanta got a 9 o'clock curfew, right? These people in their car. The police bust these
There was
college
multiple cars
students.
out there.
There were multiple people out there. They ran into a group of them. They bust their windows, tase them, snatch them out of their car, arrest them. Keisha Bottoms, they're terminated immediately. You know why they terminated immediately? They have footage. It's not a he say, she say.
Keisha
Now,
said
if I
that.
understand, yes, it's not a he say, she say. Now, I can understand your opinion and my opinion, And it got 3 opinions and all kind of sort of different. Now we got to do investigation further. But they had video evidence. It was excessive. They used excessive force. They were fired immediately. The rest of the cops that was out there, they on death duty.
So these other, so the other officers, they still working.
They on death duty.
Okay.
Pretty much demoted.
They're not. And why do you think they on death duty? I'm just trying to throw that out.
I don't know.
What you think going on? They just twiddle their. Hello.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying to you is,
it's not like nothing's going on. You just gotta
video evidence. What the fuck do you need?
You have.
I'm not talking about the other two. I'm not talking about the 2 people that shot and did all that.
Yeah.
I understand the other people why you're investigating them.
Okay.
I totally understand the investigation part of it.
Okay.
I do.
That's all I was saying.
But that's with
everything. Yeah.
With everything, it's gonna be an investigation.
Yeah.
When I got arrested and all that, I went through investigation for 2 damn years. I totally understand that part because they had to gather everything because it wasn't no camera, it wasn't no footage. He said this, she said this, he said this, my witnesses said this, they witnesses said this, they got the club witnesses, they got the witnesses that were people that was out there, innocent bystanders. That's not what I'm saying. But when you have conclusive evidence, the way you can say, oh, it was you. Oh yeah, it was you. And this is what you did. This is why you did this and this and this and this. Your ass is gonna get arrested. That's all that people are asking for. That's all I'm saying. But it's different when it comes to police officers. They have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks. They're on administrative leave. They're not arrested right then. But if a regular person do it, they're gonna arrest you right then. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I totally understand the investigation part because that's law. That's law. But why is it not law if you have video of me shooting Glaze, I'm going to prison, right? But I can be Officer Harvest and I shoot Marquise Glaze, but now it's a damn investigation.
Because the thing is, in that situation where I felt threatened, it's gonna be something as the officer, they're gonna justify them doing what they're doing. Nobody's gonna walk and say, I just killed him because I felt like him. So with you saying I was doing this on account of my job and behind this badge that I wear, there has to be an investigation. Did he really use excessive force or was it justified within the lines of his job? So it has to be investigated. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying the man shouldn't have been arrested. I'm not saying he was justified in doing what he did. It was excessive in my opinion. But at the same time, I do understand the process is all I'm saying. That's it.
I mean, but see, in that process, whichever the DA is that was there, Dan just removed him from it and put the Attorney General over the case. Because Jay-Z called the mayor personally and told the mayor, look, we need results right here. This is not going to stop until y'all get results. This is what we're asking. Steven Jackson here has been on the news every day. Listen. We're not going to stop protesting until those other officers are arrested. When they are arrested, those are our demands. That's the only demand we want. That, and we want his kids taken care of. Because y'all took them away.
And the opinions that we have are valuable opinions. But this goes to conclude everything as people. We have to get in the law books. We have to know our rights and the laws. Because the law, which is the police officer, he knows his rights. He knows I can go out and say, hey, I felt threatened to prolong the process. So we don't know the guidelines on how to push the process back further. Because all they have to do, I feel threatened. Or the police officer might have a history of, just say, anxiety or anything like that. So all that come into play. You know what I'm saying? So all that come into play. So we have to educate ourselves.
Glaze, but I totally understand because it's a lot set up to protect them.
Yes.
That's what it's.
And but we have to protect ourselves because the same books.
You can't protect yourself by saying that I got PTSD or I got.
But in the law books, it strategically tell us the steps and the protocol that we can take to protect ourselves.
To protect yourself.
But even to the law.
Because if we don't have,
You don't know.
if we don't have no knowledge of our rights and what's going on in law, we lose all the time.
Bro,
And we losing every day because we don't have that knowledge.
I totally agree.
But they do though, and that's why
You can have all the knowledge you need as a law professor.
Mm-hmm.
If this man decides to violate you, man, whose side you gonna be on? Just because of what you know, or what he knows? Whose side they gonna take?
I get what you're saying.
He's more valuable
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
to America, bro. And I told, man, listen, I'm just not with that part of it at all. You know what I mean? I'm for humanity, man. I'm not for nobody killing nobody.
Exactly.
But when these people kill people on camera, man, all this ifs, ands, and buts about all this shit, that's bullshit to me.
Yep.
That's bullshit to me.
But that goes to what we were saying in the beginning, though. We loitering the buildings. We trashing neighborhoods.
I mean,
communities.
I don't agree with all that either. Like,
I'm
I mean,
with-
but I understand it. I understand it because when you're frustrated, man, you do dumb stuff.
Yeah.
When you frustrated, you will do dumb stuff, man.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is not absolutely right, but I totally understand why they're doing it. Even Martin Luther King said it. When people riot, that's the language of the unheard. This is their way of being heard. To say it's wrong or right, I'm not judging it.
Yeah.
But I understand it because if you're not heard one way, you're going to find a way to be heard.
Yeah.
To say it's wrong, to say it's right. I don't know. Like a guy I went to Stillman with yesterday in Birmingham got on the mic, told people not to do this, not to do this, not to do this. I'm not telling y'all to go to Lynn Park to tear down that Confederate, what you call it. Legally, I can't tell y'all this. But they going, tell you folks stuff down there. Right?
Yeah.
They looting, they doing all this. Legally, you tell them, I can't tell y'all to do this. I can't tell y'all to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell y'all to, we need to do this and do this and do this. Was he there last night to go and do all that? I don't know.
So what was he telling them to do?
To go to Lynn Park to tear down the Confederate monuments.
But he couldn't tell him he wasn't gonna be there.
Yeah.
Legally.
You know, I can't say I ain't
I
gonna
can't
be over
say
there.
I ain't gonna be over there.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
So he really excluding himself, taking
Pretty
it.
much.
By law, he making sure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he protecting himself.
He protecting
like,
himself.
Yeah. Like I wasn't there, but hey.
But you
Yeah.
doing what Trump doing. Bird calls.
We're gonna move on to the next question. You wanna go? Question number 3?
What is Antifa? Do you believe the Trump administration's narrative that they are behind the chaos? You want to leave with this, Carlos?
Yeah, this is something that's crazy to me. Like, you know, this is somebody that Trump is blaming for everything. And he's trying to exclude that white supremacists not doing this or not doing that. We don't know who Antifa is because they haven't come out to say,
It's an organization.
yeah, we are a part of Antifa. You might be a part of Antifa, but we don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying hypothetically.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
but
He might be.
you know what I'm saying? So we don't know who is a part of Antifa. You know what I'm saying? And all we know is that they're a support group that don't like Trump and his administration.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But to say they are behind a lot of this stuff, no, No, I don't believe it. Because one thing black, I don't believe nothing he said out his mouth, period. If he told me the sky was blue, I had to look up. I don't trust nothing he say, man. Like, he is one person, man. Like, being honest with you, we can go back to Alexis to say, when all of this, Eric Garner, Sandra Bland, and all these people, if it was a prudent person in office, we'll have laws. I truly believe that. If it was a prudent person that was in office, that was in the White House, we'll have some type of law. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be everything to stop everything or slow down what's going on, but we'll have something that's already in to protect black people from police brutality. Even like they talking about the Colin Kaepernick situation. Now they looking at Colin Kaepernick in a total different light now. Mm-hmm. He's being looked at in a total different light. You got all these people coming out giving him apologies now about what he did 4 years ago.
Yep.
Now y'all see why he was taking a knee. He wasn't taking a knee. And he's telling y'all, I'm not doing this against y'all flag. I'm not disrespecting the flag. But when this orange dude come out and say something, get them SOBs from out of there. But now y'all look at this man in a total different light. Because in light of what's going on now, how crazy is that? You know what I mean? But that's just the Trump administration, man. They throw out so many different narratives. And if it's in the media, people tend to believe it.
Yeah. But that goes to freedom of speech. That's what I think it is. Because right now, I'm not saying we need to disbarge that, but because that's very important for us. And for people in general anyway, freedom of speech. Because we're blessed to have that. You know, a lot of countries don't have that.
Yeah, true.
But that goes to freedom of speech, man. When you have the president obligated to say whatever he want to say at any time, anywhere, any place. It's just whatever he want to say when he want to say it.
I mean,
grabbing a woman in a type of way, and that's the reason why we feel the way we feel about Trump. Because of those things, what he said, coming up in the running with the other candidate at the time. But who you said prudent? Who you feel like that can step in there and change everything?
Man, I believe anybody other than him.
I can't just say anybody.
I'm willing to give you a shot to be the president over Donald Trump. Because one thing about it, man. It's not an ounce of humanity in this man, bro. Mm-hmm. To see what's going on nowadays, bro. And you call white protesters, they're very fine people. We thugs. Mm-hmm. You call these folks up in North Carolina, South Carolina, where they were with the picket fences, that had the boots on, they're whooping people. They very fine people, though. Uh-huh. But we doing the exact same thing, but we thugs. Glaze. All of his bird calls, bro. If y'all start looting, we start shooting. No, man, you know, ain't no president gonna say that out their mouth. As bad as people might say Bush was and all those people are human people. They understand humanity, dog. He don't understand humanity. All that man care about is green.
I ain't said that about Bush, dog.
No, he's better than this damn man, him. He better than this man. Man, ain't no... So you heard Bush tell it's okay for black people to be mistreated?
It ain't about what Bush said, it's about what the Bushes did. What they did and what... I can live with what somebody's saying.
And I can live with that. But you don't see what they're doing?
No, I can live with what they're saying. But 9/11, that's worse. That's action.
This is action too, Glaze. This is action too.
I'm not saying this action is different because I can't say, but it's a lot of law. It was a lot of lives lost.
It's been a lot of lives lost with this man here too. This man here get mad with people because they hurt his personal feelings.
Yeah. That's what
different.
I was saying in the beginning.
When you got
freedom of speech.
If you got people that hurt the United States of America, and the president step up and do what he had to do, I totally understand it because you are the head of the United States. But you talking about somebody that gets mad because of somebody says something against him or don't agree with him, and he fly off the handle.
But that's the
man. We in fucking trouble.
Yeah, but that's the freedom of the speech thing, though.
It's
might crazy. Be, yeah, it's crazy that
it might be freedom of speech, but it's being carried out. Ladies, it's being carried out. So it's still action at the end of the day.
So what you think about? Do you believe that the Trump administration narrative they're behind this chaos?
But I do want to say this since y'all was talking about like how, how your feelings are on the presidency, and how we feel like it should be things put in place for African Americans to be protected against police brutality and things of that nature. Just Americans, period, protected. That goes back to us. I know you be saying I'm going left with it, but it does. It all stems from somewhere. If we will go out and vote, these people can't be in office if we either neglect to vote and they get there, or if we vote and put somebody who we want in office. You know what I'm saying? Find somebody who shares the agenda that you share, and then you go vote with those. Vote for that person. Let's push them into places of power where we can see change and things can happen on that level. Because for me, I'm not sitting up here saying that, I'm all for. I get it. Some people are more radical. They want to go do this and do that because they feel like they're seeing the change, or they're seeing something that makes them feel that there's change taking place right then in that moment. Me, I'm more of a logical person. I feel like if we do this way, we ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, and I share this with you, Martin Luther King accomplished more than Malcolm X. And he preached peace, peaceful protest. He got things done. However it was done, whatever. But my thing is, I think if you really have a clear thought, clear vision, if we get out and we go take the way we ride and pulling people together, let's pull these folks together to these polls and go vote. Stand behind somebody who we can see in office, so we won't have to endure things in 4 years that we can't take, we can't stand, and just makes us sick to our stomach. You know what I'm saying?
That's easy said and done. Most of them people have felonies. What about that?
It's ways to vote. You need to go look up the laws and see if you're able to vote. Everybody that has a felon is not permitted from voting. It's certain people that can. But you got to look into that and see if you fall under that umbrella, because a lot of people sit up here and they cross themselves off the list and say, I can't vote, but you probably can. So you need to go look into that if anybody falls under that umbrella and get that information, because you may be able to vote.
See, that's what that's what Steven Jackson are pushing now. Mm-hmm. That's what a lot of people saying now. You know what I mean? We want this same energy that we have had these past couple of days. Mm-hmm. November the 3rd.
Yeah.
I've seen that this morning. It's a lot of people. That's the message that they're putting on Twitter, and they have an Instagram video. I saw Steven Jackson. That's what he talked about this morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's the head of it, because he say that's his twin. That's his brother. So when you have people that's doing it, the vote thing, man, I'm torn, but I'm torn with it. But
I feel like we're voting for the lesser of the two evils.
I mean, it depends on who the candidates are.
We vote for the lesser of the two evils because we still don't know what we're getting.
But all that can be opinionated too. You know what I'm saying? That can be your opinion, which is all of it is. But at the same time,
we're gonna say that
situation.
We're gonna say that.
Yeah,
we're gonna say it because that's deep. You want to do 4 low?
Yeah. How do you sift through what is being reported and what is actually going on?
We still do report what that's going on. All right. Honestly, to be quite frank on that question, there, deception is powerful.
Deception.
Hypnosis is powerful. It's like, man, I can totally understand what's going on, and I can work for a media outlet and tell people what's really going on, and they still say no.
They come with their own theory.
No.
Because a lot of
Such and
people
such said this because they're looked at, certain people of what we speaking on are more credible than you and I.
Like who?
Just say, we'll say Trump. What is Trump for this out? He have a following. Don't matter what good or bad he say, I'm following him. Obama the same way. LeBron the same way.
True.
Carlos same way. Alexis.
But
Marquise.
Okay.
But you got people following people, regardless if it's right or wrong. And that can create why we're talking about this segment now. Because they're not looking at my perspective, they're looking at his perspective. Whatever he say, that's what we following. And so that's why what's going on, if the man I feel like is a leader to me say, hey, this is what we're going to do, I'm finna stand by this. This is what we're going to do.
By a man, you say that's a leader to me.
Yeah, or it can be a woman as well.
That's tough.
Whoever we feel like that we got our best interest.
True.
That's who we gonna follow.
Gotcha. I totally understand that. But you know I got something against that.
Go ahead.
You know that. Because at some point, you got to be your own man. You got to be the man of you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take responsibility of everything that you do. Just because you listen to LeBron or Trump or Obama and they have you hypnotized to go and do something, who's gonna take responsibility for it? Who gonna take those consequences?
Yeah. Some people are fine with that because they feel like, hey, it's a cult type thing.
No. It might be what you believe in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That goes back to what I was saying. What I believe in, if a police officer stand on my son's neck or shoot my son, I'm the eye for an eye type. And I'm not, we ain't going no court. We ain't going no
We'll
court.
get some straight in the street.
Man, I ain't gonna be in the street, because you know why?
Oh, you gonna go to court?
No, I'm not.
You gonna get your straightening, you gonna go to court.
No,
So
I'm not
basically,
going
Lowe's
to
saying
court.
you gonna die.
No, I'm
You
not
gonna
going
run-
to court.
He gonna die in the street.
I'm telling you that. I'm not going to court. I'm not going back to prison. That's
So
why I
you
stay
gonna
out of
die
people's
in the
way. That's why I stay out of people's way. I'm not going back to prison. I'm not for that situation.
Yeah.
I'm not going to court.
Yeah.
I'm not going to court for that particular situation.
Mm-hmm.
For that particular situation, no. If I know you murdered my son in cold blood, no. We ain't going to court, dog. I'm gonna do something to you, and then I'm gonna be all right with whatever else that happens. That's just me, though.
Yep.
Because this man, I got to live with going there. If I do something to this police officer, I'm going to jail. I got to sit down there. No, man. Or I don't do nothing and sit back. Think about the husband. Think about these fathers. What they thinking about now? Sandra Bland, husband. Her father. Philando Castile.
Yeah.
Aubrey. All of these. Think about how these people feeling, man. Think about how their fathers and moms are feeling, wives.
Yeah.
I couldn't live with that.
Yeah.
And I'm just being absolutely honest with you. I couldn't live with that, man. Knowing my son was ripped away from me by some... No. But I don't believe what...
Let me ask you a question on what you're saying now. As a father, would the pain be a little bit different if, hypothetically saying, with this whole situation, as far as your son being taken away from you, would it be a different kind of hurt if your son was taken in a different way? It'd be the same hurt.
Well, I understand.
Yep. Because I know him. I know him. Now, if he was a heathen, I hear him getting in all type of stuff. You know, carrying guns and, you know, breaking into folks' houses and robbing people. And to say I wouldn't want to rock, I'd be lying. But that's when I would have to sit down and be like, hey man, you know your son was outside like that. So you're going to have to, this woman, you're going to have to take on the shoes a little. And I talk to myself like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
self-check.
Yeah, that's a different type of bullet I have to swallow. You know what I mean? But the way he is, and the person that I know, if it happened the way it's happening nowadays, I don't have no understanding for that. And mentally, as I told you, I live inside my head.
Yeah.
And I play a lot of situations, scenarios inside my head. I'm okay with it if it plays out the way I play it out in my head.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? But if his situation was different, that's something I would have to get on my knees and I had to pray about constantly. But the way things are going, no. And with the media now, I don't believe a lot of what the media say. I ain't gonna tell you I don't believe everything, because meaning sift through. Like you have the Caucasian protesters. They are the ones throwing rocks. They are the ones breaking the windows. It's shown, it's recorded with their hammers. They going by busting windows, and this man a cop. This man got a little what's called in his ear. How you a protester, a rioter, a looter, and you have some in your ear? Who you talking to? So you telling your friend down the street what's going on, or? But it's made to be that it's the black people. Like Dennis Rodman called us wild animals this morning. You know what I mean? Because that's the way the media making it look, right? Yeah,
Dennis Rodman?
You got some women yesterday, black women, white women spraying Black Lives Matter on buildings. These black women checked the white women, told them stop doing that. We're not here for this. Guess who they would have said spray painted these buildings? The black, right? Situation in Philly. White guy. He jumped out the car. All lives matter. He up a bow and arrow at some people. Guess what got on his head? And whooped him real nice. White. But guess what he went to the media and said jumped on him? 2 black men. So how can you believe what the media is telling you when you see what's going on? Like me and you was talking about, it's been in different states where they have placed rocks, pile of boulders in front of buildings. You think black people put them there? Are we gonna take what we want to the? Now I ain't saying we ain't doing that, Olivia. I ain't saying now if we gonna come out the house.
Are doing.
No, I'm just saying, if we come out the house with it, I mean, if we going to or something, we gonna come out the house with ours.
Yeah.
But then who's to say, and this is what I'm saying is, because I'm gonna see things from every angle, you know. Who's to say they wasn't there for something else? Who's to say they wasn't doing construction in the area? Because like I told you about our courthouse here, for instance. 3 months ago, you would have rolled past there and it would have just looked like the courthouse. But if you ride down there today, construction's going on. There are bricks, there are fences up. There are things to show that there's something going on there.
The reason why they say
the
that?
guy on the video said, he said, I came to jury duty 3 months ago. This one here 3 months ago. I'm sure it probably wasn't.
It wasn't that last night because the
he
people
didn't
was
say
protesting.
that. He said 3 months ago.
But you got other
I'm
people.
going off the video that the man made. Now the man, I went away. You told me to watch the video and I did.
But you got other people that have said that too. But you got people that have walked those same streets.
I feel like people creating their own narratives at this point.
True.
People want people to follow what they're saying, like you said, so they gotta paint this image to make it just like the guy that said it was 2 black guys that jumped on him. You want people to believe that black people out here being angry during the protest, so you create that narrative. There are also people who gonna sit up here and say X, Y, and Z is going on because they want people to believe what they want them to believe, but we are not there, so we don't know. That's why when you were saying, I was like, I don't know because I wasn't there. So I can't really speak on it. I can just go off of what you're saying because I know you've done your fact checks on it and you got your, articles or whatever. So you've done that work. But at the end of the day, like, who said that's right? Who said that's real? You get what I'm saying? They're telling us what they want us to believe. They're feeding us what they want to feed us. It's up to us on what we consume. That's why I said, if you really want to be on the front line and you're fighting for a cause, pack your stuff. Go out there to where they are and you fight with those people and you see for yourself what's going on. Don't tear up your own communities because what does that solve? Here.
Mm-hmm.
We trying to get people arrested in Minneapolis, not Birmingham, not Montgomery, not at Target, but there. So pick up and go there if you're going to fight for a greater cause. And if you're saying this is what you're fighting for, it ain't going to change here. So.
I mean, I agree with that. Like as I told you that, I agree with that. But to the people that can't go, they have to be heard. They want to be heard in some type of capacity. So with them breaking things, stealing things, I'm not telling you it's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't condone stealing no type of way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, it's only 2 things that I think are the scum of the earth: a thief and a rapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're steal, then I know you're a lie to me. You know what I mean? So, and the rapist is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you just have no morals, whatever.
Yeah.
But, I'm with these looters and rioters, man. Like, I understand because I know these people want to be heard.
You with the people.
You know what I mean? I'm with the people. Because I know I don't have the platform to go inside the legislature and talk to them to change something.
You can start a petition.
True.
You have a platform right here.
I mean, no, I ain't talking about me. I'm just saying if I'm a rider, if I'm out there, just out there with
we can't underestimate ourselves.
with my shirt up. But a lot of people feel that way. I'm just telling you how these people think. I'm just telling you how some certain people think. They may not think the way you think. They may not think the way I think.
But my thing is, there are other avenues you can take. Like I said, I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna watch and see how this play out. Then you think on your next move, just in case this don't go. Boom, we're gonna do this.
A lot of people ain't like that.
I understand it, but a lot of people ain't seeing the bigger picture either.
True.
Because my thing is, what if you got a lot of parents out here that feel like they just so mad they gotta go do X, Y? Did you think about gonna take care of your kids if you get locked up? Did you think about who gonna feed your kids for the next week or two if you have to sit in here? You burn down the courthouse, you can't go to court. We've been sitting around.
This is what I have heard yesterday. Man, we've been sitting around doing enough damn thinking and plotting, cuz. Little low, man, we finna go get it on. And I told him, hey, all I can tell you, bro, be careful. You know what I mean?
Right.
I totally understand how you feel, John. That's what I told him.
Yeah.
I just feel like
stand on that right there, John. That's what I told him. Stand on that now.
Yeah.
What you just told me, stand on that. I understand it because you got certain people that may not think the way you think. They're gonna think things
some people
all
that
the way
wear
up.
badges that feel the same way, but because this is their career and this is their job and this is how they put food on the table for their families, they have to stand behind that badge. They may be as mad. I've seen different people, officers, sheriffs, deputies who stood in the masses and they said, "I feel the same way you feel."
That's video.
And they felt that way. So it's like this. I feel that whole oh, bump 12, and these people, this their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop targeting all law enforcement, like all law enforcement are bad people, because there aren't. True, a few bad apples will spoil the bunch, but that does not mean collectively as a whole law enforcement are the enemy, because law enforcement is going to be the same person that you call when you need them to come to your house to help you. It's the same people. So you can't hate them in one hand, but when you need them, oh, I'm so glad to see you. But you just couldn't stand them yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. Like, everybody's not bad. And I'm just saying law enforcement, but all people aren't bad people. All black people aren't bad people. All white people aren't bad people.
You know I gotta play devil's advocate.
I know. You know I'm gonna play right there.
But you can't. But like some people might tell you, you can't cha-cha slide with me in the street when we got this cookout going now. You ride down the street, we tell you, hey man, come on get you a plate. And now you come in the yard, we cha-cha slide, and let you slide and everything up. But them all night, when they go down, or something happen, then you shoot this man.
Who? He's my like as far as law enforcement?
Yeah. I mean, but some people think like that.
It
might be a situation that provoked him to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time
because honestly,
are you gonna be trigger happy if
that was on his neck? He ain't finna cha-cha slide with you. Ain't in him to cha-cha slide nowhere with you. True. Or him or me. That just ain't his cup of tea.
Maybe.
So I feel like the people who gonna cha-cha slide with you, if something would have happened to that capacity where something like that took place for real, you might want to let that one go through investigation. Something probably happened there. You know?
I know one that work here in Montgomery. He one of them now.
Can't speak on me.
He one of them now, and he one of us. And if you just saw him and didn't know him, you'll love him. I know you would. You would. But I know him, how he bred. But I know how he bred.
Yeah, we know
what I mean?
Move on to the last question.
I know how he bred.
We're gonna move on to the last question.
I know how he bred it.
What is your response? This for you, Lexi. What is your response to those who say all lives matter?
I agree. All lives do matter. However,
stand on.
I am. What you're saying with the Black Lives Matter movement, that comes from years of hurt, years of oppression. It comes from years of our ancestors losing their lives senselessly for no reason. So that hurt is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? It hits differently for us. So I just say with that, I agree all lives do matter. I'm not saying one life is greater than the other, but you have to understand where that comes from. It's coming from a place of hurt. So when we say Black Lives Matter, it's something that we've been trying to get everybody to understand for years. Like, it's not just because, okay, blacks are getting killed nowadays. Nah, we going back to when we was coming over here in slave ships. Like, our lives mattered then.
Yeah.
You know, when we was getting beat to death, hung from trees, like, our lives mattered then. Nobody would hear us. We couldn't say that then. You know what I'm saying? So now that we have the voice and we're able to have that freedom of speech, we can say our lives matter. Like, nobody was saying that back then. We wanted to. We tried to show you, but we couldn't get that point across. So it's not taking anything from any other race. We're not saying that your lives are not important. I truly believe all lives are valuable. All lives are important. But the Black Lives Matter movement is because we see today what we've seen for so many years, and it's like it's not enough help out there for us. You know, we don't feel the protection that we haven't felt for years.
You just want to be treated equally.
Well, that's it. We just want to be respected and have our lives valued like the next. That's it. So, but let us have that though. Let us have it. Like, that's our moment. Let us have that. Our lives matter. Let us have that, and let us own that, and let us do that ourselves, and understand it's nothing to anybody else. If you're gonna stand with us in saying Black Lives Matter. Don't try to change this and make it. We understand that. That's always been understood. We knew other lives matter, but we want you to understand Black Lives Matter as well. That's it.
That's something you said that's very, very important. Stand with us. That's what a lot of athletes and people that have a greater platform, that's what they're saying. we know all lives matter. But we're telling y'all right now, Black lives matter, so we can get equal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what they're saying. Stand with us. Let's show solidarity there first. To show these cops or whoever that this won't be condoned, or this is not right, and we want equal. Everything should be equal across the board, in which we know it's not, and that's what they're asking. Come stand with us.
Yeah.
Your voice is greater too. So that will bring more people to the Black Lives Matter situation. So that's why I think his name Don Lemon from CNN, that's why he called out a lot of the people that he called out the other night on live broadcast. Oprah, Tyler Perry, Drake, Ellen. You know, he called out a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all come stand with us.
Ellen did.
Yeah. She came back. She came back yesterday.
She did something. She made a post a couple of days. I love Ellen. So, you know, she made a post a couple of days ago, and it's been the other people, Netflix, Hulu, people that been standing saying, we did it.
That's what I'm saying. That's when they started saying, like, we need y'all to stand with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let your voice be heard that you are standing with us. And not the people, like you said.
Yeah.
They're going to sit back, Gucci, and y'all going to get them millions and billions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we want y'all to come stand with us. Because the more that we come together, these situations can be rectified, man, even faster. Because at the rate, if we waiting for a change to happen, if we're going to wait for change to happen, it ain't going to never happen. Because that's what people did back in the day. They waited for a lot to happen. Nowadays, you have to be more aggressive and be more proactive to go out and get it, to make it happen.
No, we don't disagree on that.
I mean, we might.
Yeah.
But I'm just an aggressive person.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting around waiting on nothing. You know what I mean? I'm going to go out and I'm going to try to make it happen as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But that don't necessarily mean it's going to happen, because one thing people
We
always
know it's
say,
not going to necessarily happen because we know everything takes time.
Right.
I'm not telling you, oh, I want an executive order and I'm finna go talk to Trump, or I'm finna go up and do this. And I know it takes time, but what I'm telling you is, when you are proactive with stuff, things get done faster.
Mm-hmm. And I'm
That's
not
what I'm
saying not being proactive. I'm saying being proactive with a plan, having purpose, and being your.
But you got to understand who you're talking about. I'm not finna go nowhere just off the whim. I'm just saying me at this point. I ain't talking about nobody else. I ain't finna go and do nothing else without some type of strategic thoughts put into it and a plan.
As long as it makes sense, I'm here for it. But the only issue that I have is when it doesn't make sense. And you're just doing it just because you see others doing it. Or you're just doing it because you feel like you should be doing it, maybe. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I guarantee if you went out there, a lot of people, so why are you doing this? They wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah.
So why are you doing this in your city? What? They wouldn't know what to tell you.
Okay, but what if one of them told you, "Come tired"?
What are you tired of? I'm going to leave with the question.
See,
so what are you tired of? I need to know.
You had the Birmingham, that, I think it was CNN, they asking, one of the reporters was asking the guy that, as the guy was walking. The guy looked at him. Take your mask off. The man told him, why would I take my mask off? You see what happened in Ferguson? When the people did all that, what happened to their family members? I'm protecting my family members. I just told you why I was here. I'm protesting the death of George Floyd. It wasn't enough for him. You know what I mean? So now you want to agitate this man. I just
don't understand.
You might want to. Okay, I just gave you all the understanding that you need. Now you ask me a
And
question.
your opinion. You see what I'm saying? It's
Why are you here?
So,
And I'm asking you. I'm telling you. I'm here to protest for George Floyd.
You said because I'm mad. That's what you first told me.
No. This was last night. I ain't
See, this is a whole nother situation. See, you confusing me. I'm thinking we just talking and you talking about something that happened last night.
Nah, it's two different situations. I ain't want to. talk
I'm
about.
confused.
I ain't want to talk about that one.
Okay, well, let's not talk about that one.
Because they
all I'm saying is they need
new
to
report a little bit better.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that if you gonna do it because it makes sense. Make it make sense.
Yeah, true.
Don't just be out here just moving recklessly, doing something because you see other people doing it and you really don't understand why you're doing it. If it doesn't make sense, my thing is go home, sign some petitions, push some petitions, do something else. Like think about your family, think about your livelihood, think about you, think about your job, think about whatever. Go get on a podcast, go start writing or something, put stuff, send stuff to the, yeah, you can blog, you can do all kind of stuff. It's so many ways to have your voice be heard without doing something that will land you in jail. It's other ways to be proactive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get with like-minded people like yourself, and y'all sit down and you talk about it and let people hear it and understand why you so mad. Explain to me why you feel the way you feel, because a lot of people don't know. They don't. Those producer reporters that, well, can you go a little deeper with that? Because they don't get it. They don't understand. It's other people out there like them who do not understand.
True.
So shed light on that. Use what you have, this anger, this drive to do something positive, to put it out there on a different scale where people can see that we're intelligent. You know what I'm saying? We can have these conversations, we can converse with each other, and we can shed light on topics without being angry and upset and just be violent. And
ain't nobody time to be, you know, a lot of people don't want to be, at this time right
What's
now,
the difference?
they don't want to be
What's the
viewed
difference?
as intelligent.
I do. I don't never want to look at
You know what I'm saying? Like you got,
ignorant.
but you got intelligent people that's been at these protests.
You said
that-
Jay-Z made a phone call.
Then yeah,
What was
he made a.
From what?
What you mean?
He on the front line, he out there tearing in stores and stuff like that.
No,
It's
but
people
listen,
that's sitting high making phone calls and making moves. They're not gonna put
But you
themselves
got-
out there with that.
you
But
had
at
a
the same
councilwoman
time,
out there
You may have.
that a police just sprayed her in the face in New York. Just sprayed her in the face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you have situations. What I'm saying is things happen. And I understand everything you want, and you as a person, you try to strategically do things, plot, plan, but everybody.
I'm
is
not saying if it was the 50s and if I would have been around then, I'm not gonna tell you I wouldn't have tried to march. I'm not gonna tell you that. So, but I would have understood why I was marching, is what I'm saying.
To you,
I'm not finna go. I wouldn't have
they
gone
understand
to
why you
Chris's
march.
downtown and tore up Chris's store. I wouldn't have done that because that ain't make no sense.
To
I
you.
wouldn't have. To nobody. Nobody did that. I wouldn't have gone and tore up Chris's. I wouldn't have went to the Montgomery City Line buses and bust all the windows out of the buses and set them on fire, because that did not. Even though the issue was with the bus system. I wouldn't have done that though.
Okay.
I would have made it make sense, because for me to get the results that I want, there are certain steps I have to take. And me doing that, because if I go blow the buses up, guess what? Black nor white gonna ride at the front, because we ain't gonna have no buses to ride.
But that's
So
what
what's the
some people
point?
feel.
I understand you may feel like that, but what are you fighting for ultimately if you gonna tear up everything that you could possibly have?
And then that's,
Make it make sense.
When people tearing up things like that, they feel like they create equal.
It make them
So
feel
nobody
good.
is gonna.
That's
ride
their
if I
way
can.
of.
Yeah.
That's their way of being heard.
But
As
you'll
I
never move
said.
forward
Yeah.
because you
Of
set
course.
yourself back.
Because you still got policies and laws attached.
I mean, that's true. But all I'm saying is, that's just like I said, when, hey man, I'm going to X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be careful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I totally understand. I totally understand it at one point. Some points, well, they tearing it up, burning it down. And I don't understand it, but at the same time, bro, I understand how you feel. You want to be heard. This is your way of being heard. I understand that. Tear it up. Like Denzel said in Glory. When they had them papers, they were trying to give him a little few dollars. Tear it up! Tear it up! He got the whole thing wound up, but I mean, that's just how some people are. Everybody may not think the way you think,
Yeah.
may not way you think.
Right.
The way you think may not be the way I think. But I understand why people are doing certain things, because some people may feel as though they're angry, they're not gonna be heard this way. some people understand, okay, if I do this right here, I'll be heard.
Yeah.
Okay, if I stand up here and I march, I have the platform to where I can talk to somebody, I will be heard.
Yeah.
But somebody may not.
Well,
So, well, all lives matter.
yeah.
And that's what it is. All lives matter. And we gotta have a sense of togetherness going forward. Like everybody, all race, everybody march, everybody petition to change the policies and laws. People can do a lot. People create millionaires. People, decide their fate in life.
Daily.
So we have the power if we have the numbers.
True.
But we all have to be together to do that. So us three, we got a lot of opinions that we agree to disagree on. But at the end of the day, in order for us to get to that certain point where we all can understand that, hey, we can accept things going forward if everybody have a sense of togetherness. And like I say, things gonna have to change, or else we gonna continue to see what's going on.
True.
Things
It's gonna get
definitely
worse,
have to
man.
change. And,
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna get worse.
It'll get worse, man. And and my hope is that they'll arrest those other 3 guys, man, and change some laws and move forward. Right now, you got a lot of people that's banding together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of police officers that's denouncing those other guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of police officers that's walking, protesting, letting the protesters know we're not against y'all. We are with y'all.
Yeah.
And they walking with the people.
Mm-hmm.
But that has to continue to happen to move forward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But also too though, we can't raise our siblings and to disrespect them as well. We got to continue to show each other respect, and also the more you still gonna have people that outlaw everything. People just not gonna follow code. But if you create an environment where you can always respect someone, it's gonna change eventually. It's gonna change eventually. So
respect is due to a dog, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you always say, I'm a man. I'm a man first. I don't care what my situation is. I'm a man. So with that being said, the way these people come up to these officers and the things that they saying to them, like,
yeah. So now the officers feel like,
they grown men.
I gotta protect myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
But I'm gonna tell you about one second. I don't know if I sent you the picture last night of, I don't know where it was. These people got a string like they fishing. A wood stick, a string, and they got a donut on the end of the string, dangling it in the police faces.
That's a stereotype. I know police officers don't even eat donuts.
I mean,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? But it's just like,
that's
why
a
do
stereotype,
that, though?
but it's Caucasian people. I'm not saying they are always doing this, but from a lot of the stuff that I've seen this weekend, they are the ones antagonizing, riling them up.
I've seen a lot of us too, capping at the mouth.
Yeah,
And you this, you that, because that comes from those years of that hurt that you haven't healed, and what our race has been through. I get that, but at the same time, it's the way to do everything. Like, you don't have to go talking crazy at these folks, because I guarantee you, there may be a day when you need those same officers.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you said, you ran back into this officer or whoever the person was that did what he did to you. You may have to cross that bridge again. Don't burn it before you get back across it. Because you never know when the roads may change and you may need them. I just say respect law enforcement. Especially, all of them aren't bad. They're not. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you do have a few bad apples. But I just feel like respect, like you said, due to a dog. And the way some of these people talking to these people, they got to go home. How do you know how they feel? They may feel just like you, but they got to do their job right now. I'm in my mask. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing because this is what my chief told me I had to do.
Gotcha. Hey, we're going to end it off on that.
Correct.
Guys, let us know what you think about this episode. We went over a lot of things that's going on in the world today. As you can hear our opinions on what we thought was going on, and give us your feedback. Email, comment. We got social media platforms that you can reach out to us. Let us know what you guys think. Send us some more questions, and let us know what you think that we should talk about going forward. If you want to be a guest on the show, email us, reach out to us. Let us know. Like and subscribe.
Comment.
And comment. Everything that you guys need to know about this podcast will be broadcast in the beginning and the end. We want to say, hey, y'all, continue to be safe. Let's come up with a strategic plan going forward. Also, still, even though they're not talking about it in the media like they should be. Hey, respect each other with social distancing. Continue to wash your hands with soap and water. Work out. Things are opening up, so make sure you dial in on your workouts a little bit more. I advise more people to cook more at home and
boost your immune system.
Anything y'all want to say before we end?
Boost your immune system.
Yeah.
Research it. Look it up. What you can do.
Yeah.
That fits you though. That fits you. Do what fits you.
So yeah, moving forward, come up with a plan. Let's get this thing resolved and come together and respect each other moving forward. Let us know what you guys think. We out.
Tomorrow